Hi, this is Alison from Freddie Loves Crochet, and in this really quick short video I'm going to show you how to join rounds when you're working in the round, and how to make sure that you are working in the right stitch and not increasing too many. So first of all, what might be useful for you in this is a stitch marker, so I'll leave that there for when it comes to it. So this, I've worked a magic circle here using half double crochet, US term half treble crochet in the UK, and I've got 12 stitches. And as you can see, it's not a complete circle because it needs to join. So the first thing we need to do is to join this half of the circle to that half of the circle. If you're left-handed, this would be reversed, so it would be that half to that half. Okay, so not to confuse the fact that I've started with a chain one, which was down here. So my very first stitch is here. So that was the chain there that I started, and this is the first stitch. So you want to find that first stitch and go into it as you would normally with any other. I think I've fine. And then to do a slip stitch to join, yarn over and pull through that stitch and through the loop that's on your hook. So you've now joined, and that's whether you've done a magic circle or whether you've done like a chain and joined and worked into it that way instead. So the next thing you need to do is a chain or two, depending on what your pattern says. So I'm going to do one chain, and my next, so this starting the second round, I still need to work into that same stitch that I did my slip stitch in. So it's although it's already been worked into, I'll show you that again, you need to work into that same stitch. So you can see I've done a slip into it there, and it's a bigger hole because it's been worked into, but I still need to class that as my first stitch. So I'm going to do two stitches in each stitch around here, and then I'm going to meet you back at the end here where we can work out where is the beginning and the end of the round. Hi, so we're almost at the back of, so the end of the next round, and you get to this point here and you think, where on earth is my last stitch, and where do I put my hook next? So there's some things to consider, that we're not going to work into the slip stitch or the chain one that we did at the end of the last round. So that means there must be two little stitches that aren't worked into before we find the first stitch of the previous round so we can join. So if you see here, I've still got a stitch to work in there. Then there's a little stitch there. That was the slip stitch. That there was the chain, and they're both two really small little stitches. So this one here is the first stitch of this round that we've done. And we've still got to work into this one here. So when you get to the end of your round, if you're not sure if you're at the end or not, you should be able to find a slip stitch here and a little chain there. It can be quite hard to spot, and they're really usually quite small. So the slip stitch is there, the chain is there, so that stitch there is the beginning of the round that we've just done that we want to join to. We don't want to work into this slip stitch or this chain. We want to go into there to join. Now it feels like it's quite far away. You feel like you're missing too much out, but don't worry about that. That's exactly what you should be doing. So into that very first stitch and then slip stitching that. Now what can be useful is, once you've completed the first stitch of a round, is putting your stitch marker into it, so you know that when you get to a point where you've got a little slip stitch and a little chain, so those two stitches, and you might not be sure whether they need to be worked into or not, you know that's your first stitch. So just before you get to it, there should be a chain and there should be a slip stitch. This would work exactly the same way if you're left-handed. You would, this would be your first stitch, this would be your chain, and this would be your slip stitch. It works the same way left-handed as well. So I'll take my stitch marker out and then do my slip stitch there. And that's how you join rounds, making sure you're not increasing too many because you're working into the slip stitch and the chain as well. Thanks very much.